And welcome back. Big match in the ring. Steve Bragg and Jason Nesmith here, NWA Main Event Wrestling. Tied it up here to send the ring. And what about tonight? Mike, you're going to be taking on Steve Lane. You think you got a little vendetta against Steve Lane?
I'm going to take Steve Lane and I'm going to break him into about 1,000 pieces, Lee. Find him all over Columbia, scatter his ashes, whatever's left. It's going to be ugly.
Vicious.
I'm mean. That's the difference between me and vicious. I'm mean.
As Steve Bragg's in control of Jason Nesmith. Don't forget, tomorrow night, the Inferno Bar, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, huge television taping. Special Sunday night taping, a spinning heel kick. Catching right underneath the chin is Nesmith. Nesmith with the right hand. Also for tonight in Columbia and tomorrow the TV taping, the NWA National Heavyweight Champion, Ricky Murdoch will be there. Glad to have Ricky Murdoch here in NWA Main Event. Also, March 21st, Woodbury, Tennessee. Big Friday night card in Woodbury, and also coming soon to Chapel Hill, Tennessee. We'll have a few more details about Chapel Hill next week. It's Bragg in control of Jason Nesmith here. And you heard from Jeff the Crippler Daniels, big rematch tonight. Him and Hammerjack taking on Donnie Eaton and JT Quest. And Charmin Charles will be in the corner also with Dominique. You got to think that that's going to figure to their advantage.
I tell you what, I wouldn't want to beat Donnie Eaton or JT Quest or Charmin Charles either, for that matter.
Yeah, because you know how Daniels is. Anybody that's over there with Dominique gets frustrated with him.
Yeah, Dominique's tough to handle from what Jeff says.
Oh, he said that.
I got to take his word for that.
You want to find out? He's got him in that rear chin lock. It's Nesmith on Bragg. Also tonight, Tommy Capone's going to be there taking on Dr. X. It's going to be Jason Nesmith that you see now. He's going to be taking on Practices. It's Nesmith. Roll through there by Bragg, and only a 2 count. Spotlight Chris Sanders back in Columbia, taking on Thunderbolt. Chris Loco Louie, a guy that you've beat up many times.
Chris Loco Louie. I beat him up Saturday in Columbia. It was my pleasure. I took enjoyment in it. I'm surprised that he survived and he's still walking. He should have went to the hospital when it was over with.
Roll up there, 2 count, and kick out by Nesmith. He's going to be taking Loco Louie, Chris Loco Louie, taking on Sniper.
Sniper. Forrest Bump is what he's known as amongst the boys. He's a joke. Sniper. Bump, Forrest, bump.
That's right, man.
It's not wrong, that's for sure.
Well, you got to make fun of, just because you big and mean don't mean you got to make fun of people.
That Sniper, what happened to him at the Chris Champion benefit show. I tried to break every rib that he had. Hope I did. Hope he's at the hospital. I dare you to send me a bill, Sniper.
Nesmith now going down for the cover on Bragg. And only a 2 count and a kick out. Also the big main event for the NWA Mid-American Tag Titles. Dante and Tim Ernesto, the challengers. Cannibal Lecter in their corner. Taking on the Heartbreakers, John Caesar and Larry Valentine. The Money Man, Ronnie Brown, in their corner. It seems like Brown was able to buy those belts.
Well, some people like to say that I had something to do with the Heartbreakers getting those belts.
I think you did, man.
And Ronnie Brown paid me off. I'm not saying whether he did, and I'm not saying whether he didn't.
Nesmith just hulked up on Bragg. Bragg now between the ropes. Nesmith with a big right hand. Look at this. It's like a teeter-totter. Just wearing out the head. I've never seen this before. There goes Bragg. And Nesmith, oh, man.
Bragg was playing possum.
It's Bragg picking him up now. Taking Nesmith, whips him into the ropes. Comes off Bragg. Tries to catch him and then takes it into a sleeper hold. Second one we've seen today. The move of the day.
Don't look like this one's working either, Lee.
Oh, right to a jawbreaker. That'll make you bite your tongue off. You ever bit your tongue?
A couple times.
It hurts.
Let me bite your tongue, Lee. Stick it out. I'll chomp it right off.
No. But
spit it back out at you.
No, man, that's okay. I like that. Nesmith off the second rope. Catches him in a water maneuver. And Nesmith now going up to the second rope. Climbing up to the top. And let's see what's going to happen here as Nesmith all the way to the top. Balances himself. Comes off with a spinning senton leg drop. Catches him in the face with the heel of his boot for the cover to 3 count. Nesmith picking up the win here. NWA main event. We'll be right back.
WNAB, the last time you saw Steve Bragg, I left that punk, sexy Rex Sexton laying face down, thanks to the head of our locker room, Jeff the Crippler Daniels. Tonight, when you seen Steve Bragg, it was another punk, Jason Nesmith, you got left laying, thanks to the help of another veteran. You see, last week I came on here and I told you that I came to Nashville, Tennessee to become somebody, to catch some folks' eyes. Well, last week I caught somebody's eyes. You see, I had a man call me that's won more matches than I'll ever win, that's wore more titles than I'll probably ever wear, and he told me, he said, Steve, he said, if a chump gets to 1, 2, 3, he said, you leave him laying. He said, you teach him to respect this game. You see, this game is professional wrestling, and professional wrestling is not pretty. Professional wrestling is about violence, and violence is not pretty. You see, the man that called me was former NWA world champion Renesto, and he gave me some heads up. He told me what to do with chumps. He said, Steve, these punks don't know their way around the squared circle. He said, you take them and you tote them pillar to post. He said, you show them the way around the squared circle. He said him and Dante would take care of the NWA Mid-American Tag Team belts. I know the Crippler has got the NWA Mid-American title sewn up, and Steve Bragg is going to take care of the NWA television title. See, I'm getting ready to show you rookies that Steve Bragg's backhand is hard.